What is up, everybody? We are live for this week's weekly gaming update.
What's up, guys, girls, people?
What's going on?
We are your source for weekly gaming news. I'm Rob. As always, I'm joined by Steve, Jay, and Bren.
Hi. Howdy.
You can join us every Sunday at 7-ish Eastern.
Big-ish.
Here on Twitch and on Facebook. And you can find the replays on YouTube and on all major podcast services in audio format on Mondays around 2 p.m., depending on when everything likes to upload and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah.
So,
big emphasis on that oof on the 7-ish.
yeah.
Ish, it's a big ish.
We're pretty close this week. This is the first time we've been this close in a while.
our pre-show wasn't that long, so...
But yeah, let's start this off how we normally do. Bren, what have you been buying, showing, doing, playing, watching?
Well, I got 3 things today.
Ooh.
Bought Resident Evil 3 is on sale on the PlayStation Store. It's part of that. I think it's part of the Days of Play sale.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I believe it's like 34-ish% off, so it's like 39 and some change right now.
Nice.
Not bad.
And the wife found these at Target.
Ooh.
They were $9.99 each with 50% off, I believe, through their Cartwheel app thing.
Ooh.
Nice.
So she got me 2 steelbooks for $10.
Adding to the steelbooks.
Oh yeah, and they're movies this time, not games.
Ooh.
The first one is Chris Nolan's Batman Begins.
Ooh.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. And the second one, The Dark Knight.
Nice.
And I already told you guys this, but I want everyone to hear it. I'm putting this side out.
Yes.
Oh,
on
yeah.
display.
You have to at that point.
Heath Ledger.
Right.
Heath Ledger, my man. Oh gosh, rest in peace, buddy.
Right.
Yeah. Couple nights of well, I picked up the season pass for World War II since that was one of the free games of the month.
Oh, shit.
For PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we got Battlefront 2.
Oh, okay. You reminded me. Thanks, Bren. I forgot.
And I upgraded that to the Celebration one. Which you don't need it. It's just a bunch of costumes for the different troopers and heroes.
I mean, you gotta have your glamour.
You don't need it.
Come on, Bren. You want that glam.
I'm on that glam game, bro.
It's only so much you can do in a game before you have to start glamming.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where you hit rock bottom.
But World War II, the season pass, they give you a bunch of multiplayer maps.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah.
You say I should download Battlefront 2, play some multiplayer maps. Gotcha.
Hey, I have Battlefront 2.
Yeah, Rob had it long before it went free.
I know, but like I just wait for it to go free.
Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition.
Oh, fancy.
You get that before or after the controversy?
Before.
Listen, calling a Stormtrooper Elite is this still...
I also pre-ordered this one too.
Yeah, I remember.
The first one.
I remember.
Nice.
The Deluxe Edition, yet again, because my Star Wars fandom was showing.
For your day one edition, definitive edition.
An Elite Stormtrooper only misses 8 out of the 10 shots.
Exactly.
That's 2 extra shots that will work.
Hey, 20% is better than no percent.
I thought it was 60% of the time all the time.
What do you Ransky say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. Take them all. So, Jay, how about you? What have you been doing? Playing? Buying?
Robin?
Watching?
Warzone, Fallout, rebought Skyrim for like the 12th time.
Of course.
I've lost control of my life. But no, like...
Don't feel bad, Jay, because
I was handicapped because of Sony like going, hey, we're going to let you guys have mod support with everything that can only be created with internal assets. So unless you just want to play cheats, there's no real reason to download or play mods on PlayStation.
Right.
Now watch your PC Master Race tone, okay?
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, I'm a gamer for a reason.
I know. Calm down. Calm down.
Now-
Rewatching Sons of Anarchy with the missus. Pretty much it. Started working since I work normally either 2:30, 3 o'clock to 11 or 11:30. Doesn't leave much time for anything after. It's usually beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
So, Steve?
So I've been watching was The Witcher. Started that. It was a little late, but I'm better late than never.
Finally.
Shh, bruh. I had a list. Okay.
Well, what have you been playing?
Actually, I started doing some FF7 remake.
Which we got him on Twitch now, and you can find his information along with everybody else's in our streamer link, which is in the description on Facebook and down below in the panels on Twitch.
Yes, I'm doing a Let's Play, my first ever stream other than 14 in my Let's Play. So should be doing it today. It's been about 4 days, so I need to
And we're setting
continue.
we're setting up the camera for him tonight too, so he's gonna be on camera.
See my face and
Oh,
my
nice.
reactions.
Nice.
See that? What the? Ooh.
So how's that been going, Steve?
It's actually it's good. I'm surprised how much, because I was always like hesitant about it being a remake and all that, but I like what they do so far. Plus Jessie is a very thirsty woman. She is very thirsty.
Oh yeah.
But I like it. It's nice, more immersive than like the original.
If there was anybody just a smidge less emotionally dead than Cloud, you'd be able to pick up on that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it pulls your heartstrings. You know this.
Yeah.
I like
Cloud is just so far out there. It's like he doesn't even see it.
Right.
But I like the voice. I like the dialogue. It is amazing. It adds it, like Bear being an ass, Cloud being like you pretty much. I'm just gonna do my thing. I love it.
I love the vulgar language. In
Yes.
it. Like it makes it feel that much more gritty.
Not saying you need swearing and all that, but it adds to the tone of it.
The ambiance.
A little stuff like adding a little bit different elements in the original. I have to adapt to because I'm like I loved 7, but I so far I'm liking it. I'm only chapter 3. I just fought what's his face to do it on the motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I love the summoning
Roach.
system. I love the summoning system.
Yeah, the summoning system is interesting.
Like there's a chance it'll proc or a chance it will do stuff, but I'm just learning how to be more in the parrying and all that.
One
shit.
thing I've noticed
Heavy
is,
battles.
one thing I've noticed is it's more.
Elena.
I don't know if it has a higher chance of hitting when your health hits critical.
Yeah, the material is different, and I like I just got my news. I have my news sword too. I think I used the LB and what's his face blocked it, so I like how it's not just OP anymore.
yes and no. There's times that becomes
Yeah, okay, it's kind of like
frustrating.
blocking a powerful move. I mean, the LB is supposed to be a one shot, or almost a one shot, or a
So-
significant damage.
What bothers me with it is they can do it, but you can't. Like when you go to dodge, it doesn't have that like invincibility frame where you can't be hit. It's,
Yeah.
It's only one sided, and it's like, dang it.
I mean, they could definitely have it better. Like I said, if you're limit breaking, you should definitely have more of a
I gotta
success.
add that to the button thing right here. So I can just, dang it.
Yeah, so we're supposed to do that for like a while now.
I know. I'm
A
slacking.
while. But I
Dang
like
the
it. Not to take too much
while.
time, but we'll save it for my stream
while.
later. But definitely like it so far. I'm definitely I like the motorcycle mini game. It was more fun. It wasn't. It's like, and I discovered how to do long ranges. I was like,
Right.
my face lit up like a fucking kid on Christmas.
Yeah, I love it.
I was like, how do I long range attack? Oh,
This
hello.
is nice.
Cue base.
And I also like the quick actions too. That
It's-
helps a lot.
I like, and I have to get better at switching between characters. And somebody says turnstile, like I need to remember to switch each and do something like, Tifa. I like the new material they have.
Yeah.
Like she's more of a bruiser.
It'll
Stagger
bite
system.
you in the ass if you don't remember to do it.
I'm getting there. Okay, I'm taking. The attempt was made.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm just saying there's like certain enemies in there that you have to fight as a one character or else you don't do anything to.
yeah. So me, honestly, I've been watching Altered Carbon. And
Heard good things.
I've been playing Need for Speed Heat. That's about it. I haven't.
Miss a chance to say I've been playing Need for Speed Carbon.
Nice. I'm seriously thinking about buying either a launch PS3 or a PS2 so I can play Underground.
Just buy it for PC?
No. You can't, because it only came in physical. They never had a digital copy of it. And I don't have an optical drive. I mean, I could buy a USB thing. By the way, she's on Facebook, not on Twitch. That's the multi-chat.
Oh. Well, whatever.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Hey, Bren, you're muted. You mute it yourself.
Rip.
There you go.
I'm helping to alleviate the throat clears
Oh.
from the sound.
Yeah, Brendan maneuver.
Nervousness. Well, I think that's about all that we got for our intro. That's a short intro for a change. Like, we are rolling right along. I don't think we're going to have enough content for an hour-long show today.
Just like a Dragon Ball Z episode or a typical anime. Just have filler.
Well, I mean, we do have something big to discuss for our main topic.
We do. We do. And we'll get there.
We will.
But with everybody watching and listening right now, we're going to bring up our community's question. What is your go-to game to escape reality? Like, if you're sad, mad, whatever, if you're just in a messed up place in your head and you got to go escape for an hour or so, what is your go-to game? We'll come back in a little bit and read our responses from our watchers next week. If you guys join the Discord, which links down below, and you can go to our community's question tab within the Discord community and answer it there as well. And we'll read your answers next week. But moving on from that, and like I said, we'll come back a little bit in the show for our live viewers. We have a rapid review by none other than Brendan.
Since I've had a kind of a free day.
Hold on. All right, there you go. Now you're good.
Let me know when to start.
No.
Well, you can talk about it. Just don't start reviewing it just yet.
Okay.
If you wanna talk about like what it is and stuff before you go into your review.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I like that they did with it, you know how they included resistance.
Yeah.
With buying 3, it's 2 separate programs.
Nice.
So you don't have to fire up 3 and then go to resistance through the menu.
Nice. All right, you ready for your 2 minutes?
I mean, a lot of you're not.
I
wrong.
am.
3, 2, 1, go.
So to start, I got to say the game is beautiful. The effort that they put into the details is absolutely amazing. The game starts off, throws you a massive wrench when the game starts. Throws you right down that horror hallway.
Nice.
For you to run out of. Now, Nemesis, they put some major changes into him as far as chasing you. Now, obviously, because, you know, they were chasing him in the first one, bare basic everything, you know, PlayStation 1 stuff. Oh, dude. The detail when running through the sewers and stuff and running under drains and stuff, you get soaked head to toe. Even, you know, down in the sewers when you got that crap water flinging on you, you're all muddy looking and brown. And so that's the stuff that I like, the immersion of it, all the added little details to everything. Panics are there. They put you in tight quarters with large monsters, you know, the mutated ones. They put you in a small room with a lot of zombies. You feel like you're fighting your way out. You get those, your heart gets racing because you're in those tight spots. You get caught in a reload. And you'll never fight your way off of a zombie without getting hit at least once.
Oh, damn.
No matter how fast you mash that button to try and save yourself.
Nice.
Now, I'm not through the game all the way yet, but like I said before, the fact that they made Resistance a separate download, even though when you buy it, I kind of feel like I got 2 games for the price of one.
No shit.
Nice.
I don't know if it's, just that feeling because it's 2 separate programs, but all in all, beautiful game. And I will definitely put at least 3 more playthroughs into it.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Nice,
that was a good review, man. You were like right at your timer.
Good job, buddy. So proud of you.
I do want to ask, how do the controls feel?
Just like 2. Well, you didn't play 2.
And not the remake.
Yeah. It's that over the shoulder, low point. You're right at the level with the shoulder. The one thing I absolutely would love to shake their hand on that they didn't do in 2 was they put a little dodge button in there so you can kind of like sidestep a zombie that tries to get you.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Jill's the only one that kind of dodges when you do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they kind of make you feel good about it too, because if you time it for a perfect dodge, she doesn't just like sidestep. She rolls, and then you get this big flash on the screen.
Oh, nice.
Now, during this flash, if you hold in the aim button, they'll slow motion you pulling the gun up so you can get a critical hit on the head.
Right. So, real quick, thank you, Bleeding Monthly, for the follow, and thank you, Yuffie Games, for the follow.
Yeah.
Yuffie!
By the way, love that name, Bleeding Monthly.
I mean, I definitely do like a triple take, but like, all right, that's cool, man. I don't shame. It's cool.
But yeah, and the controls feel good. Like they feel smooth.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Chat face.
Nice.
Going back to the news. And then I gotta come up here and do this. It sucks that I can't just.
I'll bring up.
There we go.
Twitch.
Back to the grid. Okay. All right. So now we got to move on to a little bit more of
like a heavier-ish.
subject.
So we've been discussing this for a couple days now, and like we're trying to bring you guys gamer stuff, and like because us gamers we use it to escape and have fun, because it's something we all enjoy doing, right?
Just like the community's question,
Well,
we
yeah.
play games to escape reality.
And just have fun and all that fun shit. But
By the way, Steve, you might want to move the mic just a little bit forward. A little bit forward. It's too close, so it's picking up really loud.
Oh, there, I can do this.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. Turn them down a little bit.
All right. There we
you
go.
have to talk louder now. But
This was a big thing that Rob and I discussed when we started doing Warp Point.
Yeah.
We wanted to give people an escape from the world.
yeah.
Leave your coming over to our house. Leave your problems at the door. Come inside. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
But there's no getting away from it now.
Yeah. With everything that's going on, it's taken over the entire world, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it too for yesterday, the day before. We actually sat there. We're not being joking. We were serious. We were like, all right, so, and I was even saying, it's hard to avoid because it's now affecting literally almost everything. So it's just one of the subjects you just have to kind of just rip that band-aid off, briefly touch on it, and more so focus on the game still and nothing personal or.
Yeah.
This isn't political. This is just it interferes now. So it's kind of like we have to it's unavoidable at this point, I think.
Yeah. So this is going to be a no hot takes read of it. We're just going to say, hey, this is because of this.
Yeah, we are not giving our opinions. We are not not going into our normal discussions like we normally do. This is just us purely talking about the articles.
Information relay. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys do want to discuss it with each other, feel free to join the Discord, and we will have a discussion tab up over in there that you guys can come in and discuss your takes on it. Keep it civil, keep it friendly.
Yeah.
because this is something that I've heard a couple of times with everything going on, and I really appreciate the sentiment and thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
These are tough, very tough conversations to have. But with that being said, they're conversations that need to be had.
What is the word?
Yeah.
You need to be more comfortable with the uncomfortability.
Yeah,
of certain
yeah,
things.
exactly. You got to be more comfortable. Once you become comfortable, you become complacent, and nobody wants to become complacent.
Nope.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we'll start. And I'm sure you guys have figured it out by
You guys
now.
can chime in too in the chat. I think we should open it up to people.
Yeah.
Well, their thoughts, anyways.
So, obviously, we're talking about the killing of George Floyd, and that bringing about the whole movement of change that has been, in my opinion, long overdue. But the change movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. So right off the bat, we have the big three and dozens of developers getting behind and supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. And, you know, Sony came out and they pushed back their PlayStation 5 reveal. You know, they said that they felt like it wasn't the time for it. And then they also put out a statement basically saying that they denounce systematic racism and violence against the black community and will work towards a future marked by empathy and inclusion, and that they stand with their black creators, players, employees, friends, and families. Microsoft had a similar, and so did Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had dozens and dozens of developers come out and, again, pretty much say the same thing, including Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Bethesda, Bungie, Ubisoft, Riot, Capcom.
Microsoft was, if you look at the one Microsoft put out, one of the females put out something years ago, and it was, I'm not really big for Microsoft, but I respect them because they're like, I'm not doing this for the publicity, I'm not doing the hashtag this, all that. Was just, I think Megan Carpenter.
Yeah,
Megan Carpenter.
Yeah, that was her name.
So I mean, shit like that.
Those are people I have respect for.
Yeah,
It's the people that are trying to get those good karma points that just annoy the shit out of me.
The ones
Right.
who put the camera on them while they're doing something nice, but no. It's just...
And even Red and Activision, they were two big ones. And everybody has been pushing back events. And most of them have donated to the Black Lives Matter movement in one way, shape, or a form, whether it's direct donations or matching donations from their employees. I mean, Sega said the same thing, along with Double Fine Productions, Lego. I mean, yeah, even Lego's getting into it. Like, you know, so you got toy companies, you got video game companies, and everybody has just come together as a whole, as it seems, to support it.
Hello.
I mean, it's good that they're actually taking a stand now.
Agreed.
I gotta say, man, I feel like it's kind of crap on their part.
Yeah, that they're coming out now. Like,
Yes, I mean, look at how much has been going on over the last 10 years.
I was going to say, the Black Lives Matter movement started in 2013.
Yeah, it's about 7-ish.
Okay, so we've had how many shootings in the last 7 years?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've had how many
I mean,
incidents
and
in
they're
7 years?
they're just now showing support.
And
I think because it's something.
I told you guys before the show started. I was in a multiplayer match on Black Ops 4 3 weeks ago. They're still using swastikas as clan emblems.
well, they did say that they're going to start on. They did say that they're going to start policing that better, both in clan tags and in names. Because yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen racist names, player names.
Yeah.
I mean, names, not even clan tags.
Not even
can
clan
be
tags,
changed.
just their name, like
Yeah.
their actual.
Yeah.
And you have to
It's
go on
weird.
to Activision and actually sign up for an Activision account to have your name.
Oh shit.
Like,
Well,
this
here's
is
the weird thing too about that. Those apparently names won't be monitored as much, but I try to put assassin in my creative class name, and it gets hit for profanity just because it's got 2 asses in it.
ass in.
Yeah, ass in.
And
So-
I mean,
That's how I
did you
remember
hear what Lego did?
They pulled all their police.
Oh, they pulled
vehicles,
all-
shit like that.
Yeah, they pulled all their products that have firemen and police in the set.
Oh,
sets.
firemen too.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know fireman.
The fudge.
I knew it was police.
That's what I read from one source. I wish I could. I wish
Was
I
it
would have wrote it
TMZ?
down, but I
Was it
didn't.
TMZ?
And dude, that was back in Birmingham, like 1960s, when they were in. Bad joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, why now? Why it almost like you're
I
clout
mean, this has
chasing.
been a problem for years, and all of a sudden now you want to jump in.
And
I
like,
mean, congrats to you for finally stepping up.
It's to get brownie points.
I mean,
That's all really is.
it's a change that does need to happen, but it does.
Yeah.
Reasons that-
It does feel like, as Steve said earlier, that they're doing it to save face. They'd rather be called, that the saving face than be called a racist.
Yeah. Like we were talking about in the show, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. And this is the path of less evil. But I really, like you guys are saying, I really don't want it to be overlooked, the fact that, well, Microsoft has had stuff and said stuff before, and I'm sure that there's other developers and maybe even Sony and Nintendo that we haven't seen that have donated. Now they're making a big deal of it. Now they're pushing for it.
I got an idea for you guys. All right.
Oh, here we go.
So right now we're under the umbrella of human rights, right? Obviously, it's a human right to live and not be, killed based on community, whatever. Now, how many of these companies are going to say something when China finally takes over Hong Kong, because they're about to do it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, real quick.
They're not going to say shit. The whole Blitzchung thing was obvious. They want that Chinese money.
Well, I mean, you did have a couple companies come out and say some things, but it was only a couple. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be said for anything majorly happening in the States versus other countries, because we have this shit going on now, yet there's shit going on in Hong Kong.
Well, and that's the thing too.
China in general.
You got to think too. For us, we get mostly U.S. media. What they put out in other markets, I don't know. I do follow.
BBC is pretty good.
I do follow a lot of the UK counterparts
BBC.
for the companies, but that's UK. That's not Asian.
Yeah.
They're Asian affiliates.
True.
And that's
I'm trying to say it would seem a lot more genuine if they would have started with, "This is long overdue from us."
Yeah.
True.
right. And I mean, if you read a couple,
Had they started their statements with, "Look, we should have been behind this from before," especially Activision.
For 7 years now.
Activision.
COD players have some of the most outrageous names I've ever seen.
yeah.
Yeah, like Frezzing Twin just said, the first PS name he ever went up against online on PS3 was the legendary Beaner. Like, I mean, I get it; it's not fully racist, but it can be used as a
derogatory.
racist slur.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a slur.
It's
Right,
it's
it's a slur.
derogatory.
Yeah.
So yeah, things like that. I mean, that's from PS3 days. We're talking 15 years
Look at
ago.
the SOCOM days too. I've seen some shit in SOCOM back in the day. COD, Halo. Maybe it's about, not even just the slurs. All these games,
Right.
People will get insane.
But yeah, like Activision is long overdue. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't remember what their exact tweet was, and some companies did come out and kind of say, hey, this is long overdue. We should have done this before, and we're taking the time now.
Yeah.
Now, like Call of Duty, their tweet was, well, we look forward to playing the new seasons of Modern Warfare and Warzone and Call of Duty Mobile. Now is not the time. We are moving the launches back to a later date. Right now is time for speaking up for equality, justice, and change to be seen and heard.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good blanketing statement, but yeah, they should have come out and said, look, this is something that's long overdue. We realize that there's been a flaw in our games, and we're trying to correct it now.
Well, not only that, but this is something that this ain't like the last 2 Call of Duties. This culture is just randomly spawned in.
No, this is
like I remember being like 12, 13, 14 years old playing Call of Duty online, and I've never had the N-word cussed at me for being the most palest, whitest kid in the world.
Right, and that's the thing. Like nowadays, with online streaming, with online gaming, with everybody having a cell phone, and mass media, social medias, more of this comes to light. More of this comes out, and it's not that I don't think racism is getting worse.
It's just being more exposed.
It's just being more accessible.
The rug, as they say, the proverbial rug is getting pulled up where you dusted all that shit into it.
Yeah. So, moving on from that a little bit, we're going to go over some of the stuff that has been delayed a little bit. You have Valve pushing the Steam Summer Game Festival back a week from June 9th to June 16th.
So around June 16th.
Yeah. Around June 16th is what they're saying.
Well, it's funny because they're saying they haven't given a reason. Or Games Radar, who we pulled this from, said that they didn't give a reason.
Well, they're assuming.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's safe to say the reason.
Right.
I'm kind of pale, Alana. Kind of, but not that pale.
So, yeah, that's being pushed back, and it will now run June 16th through June 22nd. And then
EA pushed back their Play Live.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally scheduled to start at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern on the 11th. We'll now go ahead starting at the same time on June 18th and 19th.
Depending on where you're at in the world.
Yeah.
4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. So same times, just different days.
Well, no.
They pushed it back a couple days.
It's same times. What it is so 7 p.m. Eastern is like 1 a.m. I can't remember where it was, but basically Asian time, it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called for 2 dates. The way they
Fair
wrote
enough.
that is weird.
Yeah. Which I do gotta say this, to bring some light-hearted humor with the best intentions. They've been quoted for important conversations. I'm a little disappointed it's not about loot boxes.
Oh, no, you're going to piss the Karens of the world off. We're talking about loot boxes.
Well, actually...
It's surprise mechanics, that's right.
EA said their profits are down. They only made $1 billion last quarter.
Only $1
instead of
billion?
$2 billion.
Brett,
In all actuality, I just read an article yesterday that in the UK they are pushing to completely ban all loot boxes unless you verify that you are over the age of 18 because it's gambling.
Dude, I remember that article like a year or 2 years ago, and them actually, not what is it that who's pushing that they label what loot boxes are, but this I think it was some senator or whatever. She doesn't understand the concept of loot boxes, so she automatically calls foul, investigates it, builds all kind of bullshit research about loot boxes being gambling. I think you at the World Health Organization or the CDC, one of those two.
I think it was World Health.
Was it the WHO? Okay,
I remember that. I do. I think we touched on that in one of our earlier shows.
But it still comes full circle now.
Right, it's coming full circle.
Well, as long as it's all just cosmetics.
Which is fine. You know me, Brendan. Cosmetics
Who
are
cares
fine.
about loot boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's cosmetics.
True, but I want my Hello Kitty skin.
Dude, the glam is the end game, man. Any
I
kind
want
of
it to be
glamour.
unlockable.
Listen, any kind of glamour or gear, like cool looking gear, is that's the end game.
I hate loot boxes.
Fair.
Hello Kitty is a Japanese icon for a reason.
Oh my God, here we go. Moving on.
One day I will rock a Hello Kitty backpack and stream. Watch. Get that damn.
You better have some oversized lollipop too. Talk about one of those giant circle ones.
The only way you'll see that is if you subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh, there it is.
I mean,
Man, you're turning into a self-promoter like Rob.
Hey, he's learning from the best. I took him under my wing right here.
I mean, I
He's
self-promote
right
my
here.
other friends too. I'm like, hey, so I'm doing a thing tonight.
Yep.
I'm
Don't
doing a
worry.
thing tonight.
Don't worry, Bren. There's room for you under the wing too if you want to learn the ways of self-promotion.
It's okay, bro. I know how to fly.
What's on the other wing? Sad.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Sadness, despair, everything that.
That is the tear-stained mattress of shame and regret.
You're not wrong.
Tear stain? You mean cum stain?
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa, buddy!
How wooed.
Wow!
Wooed.
Wow!
Okay, so moving on. Moving on.
Y'all need Jesus.
It's a little bit of both.
Y'all need Jesus.
It just depends on where I turn my head.
Aw. Too far.
Oh man.
Jay, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, I got this. All right, so another delay. Future game show has been postponed to 2013.
What? 2013?
Or June 13th.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Well, we were talking about like Black Lives Matter started in like 2013.
Yeah.
It stuck in my head.
I was like, wow, they postponed it by moving it back in time.
But
We
I
gotta
see
go
it
back,
in the
Marty. We
future.
gotta go back.
Hey, where we're going, we don't need roads, okay? We
Right.
don't need roads. Where we're
We
going.
gotta get the future of our gaming news in the past.
Hold on.
Stop.
Albert Einstein's gonna pop out of a wormhole. What's up, bitches?
We might need one of these guys, though.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a fucking hoverboard,
A
bud.
hoverboard.
Oh,
Wow.
Hold on. Where's
I
he at?
looked up to you, Brendan. I really looked up to you. Well, I actually looked down at you kind of, but whatever.
I could barely see it. I have the cameras like minimized because I'm looking at different pages and stuff.
To be honest, I thought it was a giant ass stick of gum.
What the fuck is wrong?
Have you never seen Back to the Future?
It says hoverboard right there.
No, I have. It's just
How
it's
many
blurry
times?
on
How
my
many
end.
times? How many times have you
It's
seen Back to
blurry
the
on my
Future?
end. Discord hates me today.
How many times?
How many times I've seen Black?
First of all, Rob, your
Back to the
4K
Future?
camera looks really crappy right now.
That must be your internet because you guys look beautiful. On
Yeah,
my
it's
end.
it's got to be Discord.
Well, now I know you're lying. Because
Jay
I
looks
am
good.
not
Jay looks
beautiful.
good.
Love you too, buddy.
Got you, bud.
Anyways, so yeah, they got moved back to when?
So June 13th of 2020, not 2013.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
So it'll take place June 13th at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and 10 p.m. BST, which I don't understand.
You got me on that. I got like PDT,
I'm from-
PST,
I'm from
CST,
I'm from
EST.
EST. That's all I know.
mean,
So
That-
in support
that
of
is-
the
that-
protest.
That is British summertime, by the way.
Oh my.
Oh, British summertime.
Yep.
Do they have a British wintertime then?
They do. It's like daylight savings. It's their
Oh.
version of daylight savings.
Ew.
Well, that's just complicated, like metric. Anyways, so they're doing it because of the demanding for protest, or the protest demanding justice, and the change over the death of George Floyd. Basically, we'll regret to announce that we're moving the day. It's right that other voices are heard at this time. Our sister site, PC Gaming, also announced that the PC Gaming show will be postponed until that time too.
Cool.
So there's going to be more shows out of commission. That's pretty much it. They pretty much said this, and then they give you an ability to donate to Black Lives Matter or whatever.
Yeah.
So, to the next one, talking about the one that you were talking about, the Gorilla Collective has postponed their show as well, their indie showcase. Now, it's going to be going on the same days as the one you were just talking about, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally scheduled for the 6th, yesterday, but they moved it to the 13th through the 15th. It's a 3-day digital stream showcase. But there's a stream going on today that they said, in quotes, to highlight black voices in our industry. So the Gorilla, they didn't give, once again, this article from Games Radar. But even looking at their tweet, it doesn't look like there's a link for you to follow from the tweet to go to the stream that they have currently going on right now. And another odd thing, they didn't put a time on when they're starting. Or at least Games Radar didn't add that to their article here.
I wasn't laughing at that news. I was laughing at the fact that I had put up a baby gate to keep these dogs from entering this room, and they just smacked into it.
Nope. You tried.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the tweet reads that we are announcing here that our event is moving June 13th, 14th, and 15th. We are preparing a live stream for June 7th to highlight black voices in our industry, dedicated exclusively to showcasing games created by black developers, titles featuring black protagonists, and conversations with these creators. We will have more details to share shortly. And that's just what Games Radar posted. One thing that I do have to say about Games Radar, it seems like they are bad at updating their articles. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not really surprising.
Well, I went right to Twitter to that tweet.
Sure, I break up my Twitter so I can follow this shit too.
No, it doesn't look like anybody from Gorilla Collective has updated the tweet at all. So who knows? It could be over. We don't know.
Yeah.
So this next article is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, so the next article, I figured we'd leave the last one for you.
Oh, absolutely. Please, give me this. I'll talk the most I've ever talked on the show.
Hey, you are our 14 correspondent, okay?
I know, I'm waiting for it, but I actually talked the most I've ever talked.
PS5 and their super fast loading led to Epic rewriting actual parts of Unreal Engine 5.
Mic drop.
You hear that, Xbox fanboys?
Oh no, bro. If you've been all over social media, Xbox has got this console war in the bag.
I know, right? Because of their excellent collection of video games.
Unreal Engine actually had to change so that they could cater to PS5.
Yes, they catered.
You know,
I dropped the mic, but Rob would kill me. But I'm doing the proverbial mic drop.
So this is a direct quote from Penwarden. The PlayStation 5 provides a huge leap in both computing and graphics performance, but its storage architecture is also truly special. The ability to stream in content at extreme speeds enables developers to create more denser and more detailed environments, changing how we think about streaming content. It is so impactful that we have rewritten our Core IO subsets for Unreal Engine with the PlayStation 5 in mind.
Yes.
Bruh, that is like a mic drop.
I mean,
let that soak in.
I know you guys couldn't stay awake for Cerny's talk about how the PS5 works.
After about the 7th time, I pieced it all together.
I watched a review of it, so I mean, it kind of counts as the same thing.
I watched a review.
I did.
Wait, you two didn't actually sit down and watch the whole thing?
I
the
have.
whole hour-long stream?
I have.
Rob, I know you did.
Nope.
I tried.
I mean, it took me like 6, 7, 9 times.
I did everything I could.
I got the spark notes. I got the spark notes of it. It's fine.
You got the spark notes.
I'm sorry, man. It truly is amazing how the PS5 is going to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be able to load an asset behind you as you're turning the camera.
Yeah.
Not to mention, instead of having like 5,000 stoplights or 5,000 newspaper stands stored on a game disc,
Right.
to have just that one, and then the game knows where to put it as you're approaching it.
Yeah.
I did see that one. I did see some of
Now,
that when it came to some of the other things.
What I like about it though is since I got to see the PS5 in action yet, but having someone especially say that we had to actually redo Unreal Engine 5, to me that gives us something more tangible to the actual console, since it's a big game developer who said it.
Yeah.
So that's
Now,
nice.
but that does make me concerned about one thing as far as the SSD. They actually do have a lifespan on how many reads and writes
Well,
they can do.
wear and tear. I get that.
Yeah, but with that being said, I mean, a normal hard drive has that too.
Yeah.
I mean, because a normal hard drive, you figure, is actually physically spinning a disk, and then a laser reading it, and then seeking another spot and reading it and speaking. I feel that the read and write, I mean, and I haven't looked it up, so I'm not an expert on it, but I feel that the read and write would take more wear and tear on a standard hard drive than just the transfer of data on an SSD. Now, I mean, I do understand.
But to consistently do that with 4K resolutions,
I get it, and yeah,
I'm interested in seeing how long these SSDs will last. Or we could end up like Tony Stark with his first version of his hearts or his magnetic plates.
Ooh.
Yeah,
just frying it, pulling it out, and putting another one in.
I mean,
and I do feel like,
I know it's not going to be that bad, but
Yeah, just make sure you don't flatline your PlayStation.
we're not talking about Xbox 360, okay?
I mean, I do get it, and I'm not sure about how they're gonna go about that. But I also feel like they're.
well, I mean, let's face it, we don't really know much of anything about the PlayStation 5 right now.
Here we go.
Well, we do know about the SSD because that's what that hour-long snooze fest was. But we know that it's got the NVMe SSD. We know that Xbox is doing the NVMe SD. I don't think that both companies would go with that if they weren't confident in its abilities. And I mean, if you look at it, the Switch, they're pretty much just SD cards anyway, solid state cards.
Yeah.
So I'm confident that it'll last the life of the console. And especially when it comes down to, like, we all know that we're going to be adding more space to it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And especially if you get the NVMe to add on for both of them, because they're both going to be, especially if they're proprietary like the Xbox, that'll take some of the load off of it, and now it's going between two different sources, so you're doing even less read and writes on just one. I'm 100% confident.
I would think, especially if it's everything to be SSD anyways, that these drives, and Bren said there's always gonna be wear and tear. Not as quite as bad as having moving parts like a standard HDD. But
Right.
I mean, I figured they are making these storages since everyone's going to virtual, they're going to digital, so they're gonna have to have more solidly put together solid state drives.
Well, I think I think that, like, even because we just watched a video prior to the show that Brendan was shared with us about Linus talking about oh my god, I can't think of his name now. I'm drawing a blank.
Dude from Epic.
Tim Sweeney.
Tim Sweeney.
Sweeney,
yeah.
that dude, the guy.
And you kept wanting to say Sweeney Todd. So
Actually, what I thought it was actually said Sweeney Todd. My brain put that
Um,
together because I was like, Sweeney?
but him actually coming out and apologizing for Sweeney being bought by Sony and promoting Sony, and pretty much
Yeah, 'cause,
saying
apparently Sweeney got all gushy over how the PlayStation 5 works.
and
God forbid. Anyways.
So, but that brings up my point. You have Epic that has more to lose over pushing a console. I mean, they have a whole PC game store, Epic Game Store. But they have more to lose over pushing a console than they do pushing a PC, talking about how great the PlayStation 5 works. Then you have Unreal, which I think is actually
It's owned by Epic.
Yeah, I was gonna say subsidiary of Epic. You have Unreal that's coming out and saying that this is completely changing the way that they make games. And you've had a ton of other developers come out and say that this is totally changing the way we are making games. Sign me up. I don't even need to know what the fuck this thing looks like.
Shut up and take my money.
Here's my money. Let's pre-order this son of a bitch right now. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
the people in the know
that
are like,
now.
yeah, this is good.
You say that now, but wait until it comes out and it looks like that big V.
I can hide it behind the TV. I will mount it to the wall
Brad,
behind the TV.
No, Brad. If you of all people and you all play games too, you should know that the gear might look like shit. It doesn't matter what it does. Okay.
Yeah, if it's got good attributes, you know.
I mean, we all want it to be pretty, but like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob, you got a 3D printer. If you want, you can make your own PS5 case.
Boom.
There you go. Slip cover. We're just going to hide this.
I will take the hardware out of the case and make my own case, yes.
I can see you doing it.
I will put this son of a bitch in a computer case.
And you better
No,
make
if
a video.
And water cool it.
Oh, we will.
And water
We will.
cool it.
And we'll water cool it.
Wait, don't
You know what? Screw that. We're going to thermonuclear cooling.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's just overhandling right there.
Well, here's the thing, too, Rob. Cerny was talking about making swap out SSDs available for it.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll have it stripped down to the board. Let's see how big of an NVMe we can put in it.
Yes.
I love you car guys going, okay, how big can we put something in something small?
Right. Right.
I mean, I can't put this V8 in my Honda.
Oh, there's a way. There's a way.
Oh, there's a way.
Mad scientist
Got it.
bullshit going on.
Right.
Some fuckery.
You
Don't-
jack it up. You pound out the body so you can put a drive shaft.
I will
leading
be
to
there
back.
present while watching you guys try to transplant a fucking Gus of a PS5 to fucking whatever it is.
We'll get that fluid.
Just make sure you wear like surgical mask and like scrubs and all that shit.
We'll get that fluid that computers can operate underwater in.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that from a couple years ago, Bren?
Wait, what was it?
It's a fluid that is non-electric conductive, so that you can actually put a motherboard into this liquid.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do that with the PS5.
It's
I can't remember
was
what it's
it?
called.
it's mineral oil
Is it essential oil too?
baby mineral water, I think, and baby oil.
I can't remember what it was.
Flawless knows.
I think we need to just go full essential oils in it.
Yes,
Throw some
essential
lavender in it.
oils. Essential oils.
And you
Keep
got
viruses.
Some lavender
Keep the
in it. It
viruses
calms
away.
it down.
you got to have
You-
some
you
you
know,
got to have some
cooling.
almond milk, to make sure that it stays.
You guys do know that it'll take probably about 70 grand in essential oils to fill a fish tank. That stuff is so ridiculously overpriced.
the
Oh, no
most
shit.
expensive PlayStation 4 water cooled ever.
That'd be a good video.
If I had the
Chip
money,
in,
I would
guys.
do it.
Go fund me.
So our Patreon information is down below. You guys can donate to watch us build an essential oil cold PS4.
Oh yeah, if people want us to do it, if they give the money, I'll try to build the most egregious thing.
In a swimsuit.
yes.
Oh, well, I don't know about
Two
that.
piece.
Aw,
Two-piece.
damn.
It's the banana hammock,
Well,
it's the
we're
banana
at the
hammock
viewer
and like
I got
shorts.
someone said they'd watch it.
We're at the end of
All right.
COVID season. Is the second piece a face mask?
Saturnight said he'd watch that.
Oh,
Right?
baby.
All right, guys, you're
mean,
first
if you guys
person.
are all into that. You know, we could start an OnlyFans.
That OnlyFans and Patreon. We'll start both. Well, we'll start that and continue the Patreon.
We'll call it 3 Men and a Steve.
Oh, 3 men and a Steve.
I mean, I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
All right, so moving on to our final news topic.
No pun. Fuck it,
Take it away.
So for the last one, we're gonna do cover a bit of Final Fantasy 14. They're postponing they have a thing called Fan Fest. Like any other ones, it explains like a little teasers at the next expansion because every 2 years they come up with new expansion. So 14 really Shadowbringers released 2019, so should be 2021. They're pushing it back.
Well, they do have events too, where they have special fights set up that you can play.
So it's kind of like your packs or your this or that. It's where everyone comes together. They have events. If you play
solely around an MMO,
which it's people fight after this shit though. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people want their fan fest. Like they have
apparently not Rob anymore. Rob gave up on Final Fantasy.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
It's fine. It's cool.
You're not wrong.
But
sorry.
So it's a really big thing within the MMO community, especially for 14. Like they have events where you can do an extreme trial, and if you win, you get a T-shirt, press stuff, etc.
Oh crap, Bren! Did you get your scarf, or do I still have it?
Uh-oh.
I think you still have it because it was in your bag.
I think it's still in my bag.
Oh dear.
That's great.
I just thought about that. Yeah, the Final Fantasy 14 scarf.
Oh, it's so hot. No scarf.
Nice.
Essentially, it's being pushed back.
Did they give us a new date?
July.
No.
In July.
So you got that a little wrong, Steve. So the Final Fantasy 14 North American Fan Fest has been canceled.
And they're trying to do one next year.
Canceled.
Yeah, they're canceled. Yeah. I was thinking of the actual update. No,
And
they're canceling it this year. Other countries, they're going to have it still, but not North America. For now, anyways.
Yeah, they are trying to host a Fan Fest in North America during the first half of 2021 to make up for it.
Yeah.
And Japan and Europe's Fan Fests will still take place as originally planned as of right now.
I mean, it's going to be weird since we always look forward to the Fan Fest to get a little early information on what's going to be teased for the next expansion.
And
which sucks.
The Final Fantasy 14 5.3 patch has been pushed back to July with not an actual date in July, just July-ish.
I mean, I knew that for a while now because the YouTuber Mr. Happy, he talks about it. He predicts a lot of shit, and he's always top on. But
if you follow the release of patches in 14, which it's been going on for 7-8 years now, it's usually the second or fourth Tuesday of a month.
Yeah, Yoshida said the patch 5.3 will be delayed by more than a month at the very least.
Yeah, and I knew this for a while, but it's just
he noted that 5.3 would be delayed from mid-June to a later date. So a month is optimistic, it seems like.
Yeah.
But it's a good time to get those Moogle tomes in, guys. If you're playing, you have a lot of time to get the Mog tomes and get random shit.
What is actually worth getting in that, though, Steve?
Well, if you're a glamour hoe, the fucking a necklace you can buy for 100 tomes. Like, no.
The what?
Like a necklace, like a neck piece, a neck glam.
Is it like Moogle themed or
no? It's. I mean, yeah. So the mount. So you get a dog from I think Susano.
Yeah, Sissy Bear says you get mounts that you're missing.
Yeah, so you have like the Pelican one with the bombs. I mean, same as last time's event and the event for before. And the newest stuff is like a new, instead of like a bird, it's gonna be a dog, which is an easy dog to get. But MGP, like gold saucer cards, that's what I spam for a bit to get some MGP out of it. But if you don't have any of the mounts or the riding speed, that's fine. But I did it just to get a couple cards. But now I'm upset because, I mean, I'm trying to find other shit to do. Crafting's already lost its thing. I just
I don't miss
I'm crafting for scripts. I'm crafting for scripts now.
Steve, you know, last night I started crafting endgame stuff.
Yeah.
So I can make those the over meltable pieces.
Oh, the Neo Ishgardi. I can make it. I just can't HQ it now. I haven't tried.
No,
to HQ
no,
it.
I'm starting to make level 80 stuff.
Yeah, that Neo Ishgardian gear, level 80. That's the Pentameld gear. Yeah, that's
No, crafting gear.
Facet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm with Jay on this. I got nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just haven't tried it because I'm not a real crafter, Brendan. I just
Pretty colors.
no, it's pretty buttons. No, ask Brendan.
That's
It's
my
pretty
contribution.
Buttons. It's pretty buttons and colors.
I just want a stabby.
But yeah, let me know about that, Brendan. But
So-
yeah.
Pretty much.
Before we move on to
Oh, yeah.
answering everybody's community question that Rob asked earlier, who else thinks it's hilarious that Valorant is tanking?
Is it tanking?
Oh, apparently the reviews are absolutely horrible.
All that hype, though, bruh. All that hype.
It's
I'll
not.
still play it, but
It's not a horrible. It's not a horrible game, but in no way, shape, or form does it live up to the hype that it created.
Thanks
well,
to social media.
they try to make it seem like it's going to be like a Fortnite killer or an Overwatch killer or
the
a Counter-Strike killer.
The be all end all first person shooter,
And it's tanking.
and it's like,
And it's gone.
It
Was that
loses
South
its
Park?
interest after like the third or fourth match. You're like, yeah, I'm
And
done.
It's gone.
I'm done.
I don't know why companies do that. I don't know why they just don't go, we're making a game. It's no better, no
I'll
worse.
tell you, we have been saying this from the beginning. They built this hype up by throwing all those keys out there.
Mm-hmm.
They picked the biggest streamers, let them hand out keys, or however they went about it, and it built up all this false hype.
Exactly.
And now that everybody can get into it, everybody's getting bored.
Right. That's exactly what it is. Everybody's getting bored.
I mean, it's still running 142k people, but not as much numbers. Like,
Yeah.
the only,
I mean,
The only thing I
all
see
your new
going for
releases are going to peak like that.
Well, here's
the top 4 channels it has on Twitch right now: Myth, Brax, Skadoodle, Stewie 2K. They have decent viewership, 15k, 12k, 8k, 2.6k, but they're doing Twitch rivals.
oh,
That's the only reason why their viewership's probably as high. Well, I mean that, and they have their viewers, but still, like, because
What-
of they're going in through an event with Valorant.
well, what's Call of Duty at right now?
Let's see,
Out of
Warfare
curiosity.
104k. So right, it's still beating Call of Duty.
Oh shit.
But Call of Duty's been out for how long?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Call of Duty's been out for a while. Plus, they pushed back the release of Season 4.
Right.
Once the release of Season 4 hits and everybody starts grinding for that story to find out about the bunkers and Cold War.
Grinding out for the new battle pass.
Yeah.
Straight to the top.
Cold War Part 2. Anyways.
All right. So, moving back on to our community's question. And for those of you that just joined us a little late, our community's question is, what is your go-to game to escape reality? Whether you're sad, mad, upset, whatever. What is your go-to game to just chill out, even if it's just an hour?
If I recall, CC Bear, she said Skyrim in 14. I think Alana said Destiny too, I believe.
So we are here. So yes, Sissy Bear Sissy Bear said Skyrim and Final Fantasy 14. Alana is Destiny.
Of course, killing pew-pews.
Saturnite went with Fallout 4. I like that choice.
Ooh,
Fair
there
enough.
we go.
Stardew Valley.
Or Fallout is definitely one of those games that you can just get lost in.
Yes.
Wait, where's all the Animal Crossing people at? How they go to relax on their islands in the spot?
I mean, Yuffie said Stardew Valley.
Right. Stardew Valley, and she also said, 14.
Of course.
I mean,
That's actually what's at the end of it. OFC, of course.
Yep.
I was gonna say, where's
And Sissy Bear said Assassin's Creed.
Respectable.
So
I like that. Older Assassin's Creed for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Brian shared that clip of them singing that song on the pirate ship, and now I want to play Black Flag or what
Rogue.
was the other one?
Rogue.
Rogue and Black Flag, man.
So
I would just sail the sea singing along with them.
right. So Bren,
Yo.
what do you do with the drunken sailor? No, I'm kidding.
God.
What is your go-to
Oh,
game?
God. Now, see, now you got the song stuck in my head, and I'm trying to remember the words for it.
I can tell you all the words. What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Shave his face with a rusty razor. Shave his face with a rusty razor. Shave his face with a rusty razor early in the morning. Throw him in the hole with the captain's daughter. Throw him in the hole with the captain's daughter. Yeah, I keep going.
That's punishment.
Right.
Sing along.
We don't know.
Guys.
She could
Yeah,
be-
Blackbeard's daughter definitely had a full face of hair.
Yeah. All right. So Bren, what's your go-to game to escape reality?
14. If I want to chill, if I just mellow out, do some stuff,
Crafting.
I'll throw Netflix on.
Oh, you have
if
to.
if I really want to escape and get lost in the immersion, survival horror like Resident Evil. Just throw the headset on so that way, I got that 3D audio going. Hearing steps, sounds, noises, just get really immersed in that.
Yeah.
That's relaxing to you?
Yeah.
That'd be the opposite.
He's a Souls fan. He loves this shit.
I was going to say, this coming from a Souls fan.
I was gonna say he loves
Yeah.
that shit, man.
So, real quick for you, Bren. Sissy Bear wants to know, what is your favorite Resident Evil?
She's a giant Resident Evil fan, if I recall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I remember, yeah.
Depending on how it ends, it might be 3 now. Before it was 2, but before
Remastered.
that, huh?
You're talking about the remastered ones.
Yeah, yeah, the remakes. Before those ones, I was a huge fan of 4. It had more action, but it still had that survival horror feel to it. 5 was just
Nah.
it was like they gave 5 to Hollywood.
It was a good co-op game.
It was a good
Actually,
co-op.
5 looks like they gave it to Jason Bay because he loves his over-the-top explosions.
Are you talking about 6? Because 6 was like that.
Was it?
6 was 4 different main storylines.
So they did with the new Star Wars movies. They kind of fucked it up. Okay.
It wasn't that they fucked it up. There was just a lot going on, and they brought in somebody that wasn't a horror game director.
Oh, okay.
And he tried to bridge the gap, make it more actiony.
Yeah. 5 and 6, they threw survival horror out the window and was like, run and gun, bro. Let's do this.
5 was mainly that way just because they worked on they wanted that co-op experience. You can't have co-op without being able to shoot shit. I mean, and when you have co-op, it kind of takes that survival aspect out because you have somebody you can lean on,
Yeah.
especially if they're a better player.
Right.
I'm telling, I was not lying when in 3, your heart gets going because they just pour into a room.
So, Bren, what you're saying is we got to hook a heart monitor up to you. And you got to come over to my place because I don't know if your laptop will run it. We'll hook a Bluetooth heart monitor up and record your heart rate while you are playing.
If it was a first playthrough, it would work.
True.
We need to go on the stress test too.
Well, you know what?
I don't
That
wanna
would be
kill
a
him.
great
He's a-
comparison, though. So what's your heart rate the first time through, and then pick it back up a couple of months later and play through it again. You know, give it some time to fade from your mind a little bit, and then see what your heart rate does. Because your heart rate might not spike as much, but you're expecting something, so your heart rate would rise while you're anticipating it.
Yeah. Like, I like to consider myself kind of more of a veteran zombie game player. If I walk into a room and I see bodies laying there,
you start shooting them. Bang, bang, bang.
Double tap. Double tap.
Zombie land rule of double
tap.
I
Yes.
double it ahead and see if they move.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they have to bust through the windows and stuff to surprise me.
Right.
Good
So
old jump scare.
But hold on, Sissy, I heard that was the biggest complaint about 3 was that they shortened the story. The story was overall longer compared to the original, but I don't remember Nemesis going through as much transformation as he does in this game, as in the remake.
right.
So it's kind of like 7 but 7 they actually extended the story, but they added a lot more depth.
Speaking
what
about
was going
zombie games, though, I want to see another Left 4 Dead.
Well, I'm with Saturn Night.
Yeah, I'm with Saturn Night, man.
I want to see another Dead Rising.
Dead Space.
Dead Space was an awesome game. And it added strategy to your battle as well.
EA fucked up the third one.
They
No,
did.
shocker. It's fucking EA.
No, well,
No, don't defend it.
I'm not defending him, but have you ever heard of Matt? You think it is Matt McMuscles?
Yeah.
No.
He used to do Two Best Friends Play, and then he did his own solo shit. He actually goes into detail on what happened during video game development. EA was trying to push multiplayer heavily in Dead Space 3.
Microtransactions.
Oh, yeah.
They were pushing microtransactions to the point that you could just make an OP gun and run through the entire game. Like, it takes away that survival scary aspect of I don't have many rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Because I remember the biggest strategic part about fighting in Dead Space was your main arm that you carried was a pistol. It was a 3-shot laser, but you could change the line vertically or horizontally.
Plasma cutter.
Yeah. And you could change that to cut off limbs to slow them down or stop them. So it added a lot of depth to strategy in fighting.
That was one thing they did.
Huh?
That was one thing that was like the gimmick of Dead Space was the necromorphs weren't zombies, so chopping their heads off just made them go berserk. You had to actually dismember them.
No shit.
Yeah. You could hack legs off to slow them down, hack their arms off so they couldn't grab you, and you could slip by them and stuff. So it added a lot of things that you could do in the battle. But like Jay said, they killed it with the third one.
yeah.
The most needless thing that they put in the third one, I remember because I got it when I bought like a limited special edition of it. You could buy a Steelers themed outfit.
No shit.
And who did we play in the last Super Bowl we were in when that game came out? I think it was like Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
wow,
was
that's a
thinking.
while ago.
You could buy a Seahawks themed uniform or a Steelers themed uniform. Why?
I don't know. I ain't buying either or. None of those are my teams.
Whoa. You're excused. I'm sorry. You're excused. You don't. It's cool. It's fine.
All right,
So-
so Jay, what is your escape from reality go-to game?
Honestly, there's
COD?
hasn't really been many. You know, COD's one of those games like I pick up and play whenever I get bored.
Fair.
Skyrim has been pretty appealing lately. Basically any open world RPG where I can just log hours into it and not have to think.
Fair.
Yeah.
First person shooters help, but they piss me off more than they help.
Yeah.
Calm me down.
You get the antsiness and yeah.
Especially playing battle royales where it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Understandable.
I'm gonna die and not come back, and the game's gonna be over, and I'm gonna have to go back to the lobby. Damn it. But other than that, like, just, yeah, mainly like Skyrim, Fallout, any game that you put time into it, and there's not really much thinking involved.
I mean, you're not wrong, Alana. You're not wrong.
So Steve, your go-to, I already know, is Final Fantasy 14. So we're moving on from that.
No. Dick. So
Steve, don't get a vote.
I'm ahead out.
That's kind of why Jay said 3 guys and a Steve.
Yeah.
3 men and a Steve.
It would have been 3 men and a beard, but you had to shave.
It will grow back, okay? Shaming me, jerk.
All right, so good, Steve.
Like, you guys are being mean to me.
What's your other?
Tell
Mom,
it.
I'm punching you. No, we're not.
We love
Better
you.
not tell Mom.
We love you. Dicks. Don't tell. Anyways,
Stop hitting yourself.
and no, so it's just 14. Okay, that's
The big one, but go ahead.
Because there's so much to do, honestly. Like, if I'm in the mood to farm and just put myself through the bullshit at Party Finder, if I need a good laugh, I'll put myself through a farm party. Bren knows about farm parties.
Don't even, man.
Don't get me.
Healers go Weast. If I need a good laugh, I'll definitely
I want to do the fights, but I don't want to deal with the people.
Exactly.
So what you do is I just put it to you have to have the completed duty already to weed people out.
Anyways,
But anyways,
keep it going.
Moving on. Actually, when I'm in that one of those really, really pissing moods, I'll go play God of War 3.
Hack and slasher.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ripping people apart.
Oh,
I can dig it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite a Souls game level, but it's still carnage, getting to kill some gods, fucking their shit up.
Yeah, just
ripping
going.
people's heads off, throwing them, dude, how could I kill this person today?
Right.
Or ripping off what's-his-face head used as a flashlight. Hell yeah, that's one of my favorite parts.
Oh,
the
yeah.
goriness. Dude, when that shit came out first, I was like, holy shit, this is so gory. Like, it's detailed, seeing neck muscles.
Couldn't you do that in like the first or second one with Medusa?
Yeah, but it wasn't as detailed.
You'd grab their heads and it would her head and it would turn them to stone.
But you're being Helios watching Kratos walk up to you and just fucking ripping his head. Oh my god, so much carnage.
What about like the first person beat down on Poseidon before he's like,
oh hell yeah, oh yeah, dude, oh. Even all the God of War games, but like this one is my favorite because it's if I'm feeling that kind of way, I'm just going full on,
right,
murder everything. To quote Deadpool, "Daddy got to express some rage."
I tell you, when I played God of War 3, I did not stop mashing that beat down button.
Right.
When you did
Green
Zeus
was
too,
red. He had no face left.
Dude, after
but I still couldn't stop it because that fight took me like 12 times to beat, and I wasn't even playing on hard difficulty.
So I mean, I don't know if this is still spoilerific because the game's old as shit, but like when you kill Zeus, like you actually get a trophy.
Nice.
If you keep beating the hell out of Zeus, you actually get a trophy.
Nice. Yeah, I got that trophy. That's why I stopped.
It just shows you.
Hell was that?
Now, how many more did you do after you got the trophy? Because I think it was like a shit ton of hits. Like I kept on going for a little bit longer. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I did like. I don't know. I think I did 5 hits before I was like, wait, I need to check that achievement real quick.
Wait a second.
I did about more than I had to, which that says something about me. Oh well, whatever.
I cared about achievements back then for some weird reason.
I'm still a bit of a, thanks to Brett, I'm more of a trophy hunter and achievement hunter.
There are trophy chasers, man. And there's nothing wrong with trophy chasing at all. If that's your thing, go for it.
I mean, whatever gets your rocks off, bro.
I mean,
God of War is what turned me off on it because, like, I when achievements first came out, I was like, I gotta get them all because you know that whole Pokemon Master mindset.
Yeah, to say they're like Pokemons. You gotta get them all.
Some of them I think
like
are
they
stupid.
were like online. You had to win so many matches, and you had to play this and this and this.
Those
and I'm just like, nah,
I don't worry about. I don't really worry about getting platinums. It's just something to keep me. I should probably do this. It's like in game on achievements. I'm like most of them I'll do because it's feasible.
Right.
All right, Rob. What's yours?
So mine would have to be like if I just need to chill out, whether I'm angry or sad. Racing games, whether it's Need for Speed or Forza or Gran Turismo, especially like Need for Speed and Forza, where I could just go in and customize a car and throw whatever wheels, body kit, underglow, like it's 1999 all over again. But just creating a car and then just blasting through a mountainside or something like that calms me down.
Nice.
I'm like
How
Jesse.
you do?
I'm like Jesse from Fast and Furious.
He ain't got no brake calipers.
Just something
Did you
about
see that?
yeah. Just something
That's why
about
Jesse couldn't stop.
Yeah, right.
Oof, ouch.
There's
Too
just something
soon.
about brake calipers about motors that calm me down.
And then he got
No engine braking allowed.
Right. I just want a Jake brake.
car, talkie, car, talk.
So we
Well,
had
Steve just spoiled like the last 5, 8, 10,000 Fast and Furious movies right there. talkie, car, talkie.
No.
Attack copters.
I was gonna say it's blowing shit up and fighting people on
My
an
question,
island
no.
and
Real question.
and then on
Fast and
Antarctica
Furious, directed by Michael Bay.
blowing up blowing up submarines and yeah, like
Question. This has always irked me through the whole stint of Fast and Furious. Not one mother effing time did these bitches stop for gas, except maybe the one time in the first one when they took the Super out. I've never seen it.
Not one time did they check their tire pressure. Not
Right?
once.
Is that a no-no with your car, guys? That's a big no-no.
You're pushing that much power, and not one guy thought to check his oil before or after a race.
I mean
No, this is.
You mean
I lie awake
you
at
mean
night.
the fuel I
mean
get,
like-
but when's the last time you checked your oil?
I don't race my car.
I beat the piss out of my car and I check my oil every 3,000 miles when I change it.
Okay. As someone who works on cars, Kia puts a
Ooh.
lot of turbos in their cars, Rob. Turbos break down oil.
Mm-hmm.
I still wouldn't check it.
At least in a Volkswagen where it's like every 1,000 miles it's going to be burning a quart of oil, but you can't check it because we didn't put a dipstick in your car.
Oof.
Yeah.
Assembly required.
German.
Fucking Euro trash.
I mean, I had
We're making political statements, guys.
I had the FRS, and I would check the oil every 3,000 miles.
Bruh, for years now, this has made me lie awake.
I mean, and I can't tell you the last time I checked my air pressure. When the light came on because the tire tech at Brendan's work messed it up.
Oof.
What did he do?
You remember you said he might have nicked the TPMS unit?
Oh,
Yeah, the light came on, and they're all good. So
okay.
I figured there's nothing that could be done with it now. It was 3 months ago.
Right.
It is what it is.
Damn Kia.
Couldn't let me know so I could get you a price on a new one, though.
It just came on like 2 weeks ago. But all the tire pressures are good, so it had to have been whenever he nicked it, and finally it came loose or something. I don't know. That's why I'm not worried about it. That's why I didn't tell you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Brent's going to go in Monday and be like,
Who the
what
fuck?
did you do?
Right?
That was my boy.
One job. You had one job.
You know every car after 2017 has god dang it TPMS pressure, and you know where they're at.
Damn cab's back on the...
Yeah.
Well, Jay can't really scream at them because you were in their position not too long ago.
I still scream at him.
He's allowed to. He's one of those people.
Yeah, I'll walk into it. I know how to change oil. Kick the tires. That's still good.
And you better top off the windshield washer fluid. You better.
Speaking of, when this is over, I actually have to send you a picture of my my best friend's car. He got a Hyundai, and I don't know what happened. All I know is his buddy or our mutual buddy was driving it to go get him food because we work at 11 or we get off at 11. So, buddy was going to get him food while he was getting off work. I heard a loud pop, went right into a truck.
Oh,
I've never seen a whole wheel assembly come off. It was either the lower control arm or the strut tower broke.
I'm no carologist, but
But
like,
it
that sounds pretty
snapped at
bad.
the strut. The whole hub, brake caliper, wheel and tire are attached
That sounds
together.
Like, that sounds like a lower control arm that broke, and then it broke the strut
Yeah,
Or the shock.
the tie rod completely ripped off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she gone.
Yeah, like, well, it's hard to say if it was the strut tower that broke. I'm more on the lower
Yeah.
control arm breaking.
That's what I would guess
But-
too.
The whole thing is on the ground, so it's hard to say if that's what caused it or not. It's
Right.
twisted.
Rip.
Well, guys, we are at the 1:30 mark. Do we want to touch on the main topic, then make that the topic of the next show? Or do we?
Yeah.
We can go cut it and then do topic next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Like we actually this actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. We got some good stuff out of it. We got some good responses from the people.
Oh,
which I'm
absolutely.
happy
Definitely,
about.
definitely active. I enjoyed it.
We ripped the Band-Aid off, like Jay said. We ripped the Band-Aid off,
Yeah,
and now we're all back to kind of laughing.
I mean we had to. I mean it was something that had to be done.
Oh, yeah.
It says the news, and it's part of the news.
Yeah.
Same with COVID. We tried not mentioning it as much as possible, but then
But
there was.
still, it was a thing
it creeps
where
into.
By the way, apparently riots and protests is a cure for COVID. Who would have thought?
you're not wrong, but
Nobody seems to be worried about it anymore.
Yeah.
He puts the glasses on.
Eh.
I mean, apparently all these European countries are doing just fine. Rob puts his sunglasses on.
I put my sunglasses.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, you're one of those.
Check yours at
What
the
do you
door,
mean?
bud.
What do you mean, you people?
Anyways.
Wow.
So originally we had planned for our main topic discussion to be our 1-year anniversary talk.
Yes.
Now, actually, I think that this works out a little bit better for us. So next episode, we will be pushing our 1-year anniversary because it's in between episodes. So we weren't really sure how we wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we will be talking, and there may or may not be a giveaway. Not 100% sure on it yet.
Looks like people will have to
Tune in to find out if there's a giveaway or not.
not just tune in, but follow our social medias.
Follow the socials. and
Typical
find
stuff,
out.
guys.
I'm sure
Typical
that
stuff.
you're gonna have to enter in some way, shape, or
Typical.
form.
We have a Twitter. We have a Twitch. Obviously, we're on it right now. We have a Facebook. We actually have 2 Facebook groups.
Right. We got our streaming one, and then we got our normal day-to-day one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta check out the. It's all in the streamer links. All in the streamer links. If you're on Facebook, you're already on the streaming site.
I mean, to be fair, at least
There's
we're
a
going
link
about
to
it
the
a
regular
different
Warpoint
way.
right there. The streamer links. It goes everywhere. It has all of us. So come on down, hang out, join
And
the
the
Discord.
4 of us just need to sit down and discuss what we're gonna give away.
If there's a giveaway.
If.
Yep.
Shut the fuck.
So yeah, with that being said,
You get one night with Steve.
oh, there might be some takers.
We're trying to
there.
win people over, not push them away.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, Steve.
All right. So with that being said,
Bird.
tomorrow
Pittsburgh one finger
is
salute.
Multiplayer Monday. Not sure what we're playing. If it's going to be Destiny, Warzone, or what. Maybe a combination of everything. Who knows?
Well, given there's not much to do, I'll definitely do some more multiplayer Monday. And be a scrub about it. I might even stream it because I'm trying to stream more than just 14.
Well, it'll be streamed on the Warpoint page for sure.
Get the Steve point of view. Spray and pray with some aim.
And then, Bren, do you got any other Let's Plays or anything coming up this week?
Well, I'm gonna try for what was I playing? Death Stranding on Wednesday.
Okay.
Because I haven't touched that in a couple weeks. I've been a little busy, but I want to get back to that game. That game has me intrigued.
Yeah, I know we've all been busy, and that's kind of why I'm asking around. We've all been kind of out of our schedules lately. There's just so much going on. Jay, Any idea of when your return is coming?
Not yet. We're still looking at places. I have a job, so I mean that right there, that's half the battle gone.
Right.
Knowing is half the battle. Anyways.
So, yeah, we're getting there. It's probably going to hopefully be no less than a month, but
Yeah.
you know, that's the sad part about it. So,
No.
And now your schedule's all wonky anyways with your new work schedule.
yeah. So it'll probably be early morning streams, and then weekends be staying up.
And you might be on stream with me, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could hear his beautiful voice. You might not see his handsome face, but you could hear his beautiful voice.
What's up, baby?
His face.
What's up,
Yeah,
baby? Yeah, that works for me. Come on.
Steve, you got streaming stuff going on this week?
So tonight, a little bit after the show concludes, I've been trying to do about 2 hours of Let's Play. Cause I mean, you can't really put a time limit because it's like,
Yeah.
it's been about two-ish hours. So I'm gonna do that since I haven't done it in like 4 days. So I'm gonna keep whatever momentum I've been having because I've been enjoying it and having the
And it's
chit
7,
chat,
right?
and I'm trying to get better. Yeah, trying to get better at reading and doing stuff. Tomorrow, if we're doing multiplayer Monday, I might stream from. We're gonna do some Destiny. I think we should do Destiny too. It's been a minute.
Yep.
I'll probably stream that a little bit as well. Just if they're gonna be streaming, I'll be streaming so we get different perspectives, kind of shit. That's about it actually, and maybe Tuesday or Wednesday do some reset stuff from 14.
Nice. And then this week, I plan on doing multiplayer Monday tomorrow,
Yes.
and then probably Wednesday morning, I'm going to be starting my playthrough of The Last of Us.
Nice.
Because I am getting ready and trying to blow it out for The Last of Us 2. Watch a little bit of a news thing that I forgot to bring up about that. I hope you guys, if you're getting it, have space cleared.
Oh,
They're saying 100 plus gigs,
fucking
closer to
hell.
120.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one.
I mean, Warzone is already almost 200 with regular Call of Duty and Warzone. It's I think almost 200 gigs.
Yeah.
You had Red Dead that debuted at like 120, and now this. So yeah, there's some pretty big files on my hard drive right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just checked. I'm currently taking up 1.75 terabytes
Ooh.
on my extended drive.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also have I have 3 Final Fantasies, I have 3 Batman games,
Yeah.
5 Resident Evils, 4 or 5 Call of Duties.
You're such a digital hoe.
Yeah.
Such a gamer.
I know, what the hell?
So, with
You
that being
e-girl,
said,
you.
with that being said, again, you gotta check our socials and stuff for next week's episode for our 1-year anniversary. Check out everybody's streaming stuff. We'll have some stuff coming out for that on the socials as well.
Come BS with me with my stream later.
And
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for coming by and watching or listening to us ramble, depending on how you're catching our
I
show.
definitely liked it. It was definitely more active, and we had more of a chit chat.
So again, check out the socials and the panels and descriptions with links to our Facebook pages, Discords, Twitch, Twitter, all the
Everything.
above. Come join us in playing some games. Our gamer tags are on our website, which again is in the links for the streamer links. And come back next Sunday for the live show and Monday for the replay on podcast and YouTube. And again, thank you for checking out the weekly gaming update. You think I would get that
Yes.
through by now?
I mean, you're trying. The time was made.
You're getting
And
there.
and as always, we'll catch you guys at the warp point.
Peace.
Peace.